Yo, what's up? I'm gonna do a trade recap for today. So this is executions, just so you see. I'm gonna take them off just for now. See, only 2 trades for the day. Not bullshitting. There you go. So break even and a win. All right, so starting on the 4-hour time frame, I have not looked at the charts since. Well, yesterday was the first day I looked at the charts since December, since before Christmas. Right before Christmas, I stopped looking at the charts. I wasn't really trying to put any risk on or anything. So yeah, yesterday last week we had this huge dump here, and we pretty much rebalanced this range. We got a pretty big dump here, and came down into discount and swept this low here, and we rejected it pretty heavily and started displacing back up. If we were going to continue lower here, we should see some type of move, maybe back into here, and then get some structure back down, but we did not get that. Honestly, I thought this would be our low and we just continue higher here, but I wasn't 100% sure. So yesterday we were in this big gap, I wasn't looking to take any type of trades at all. 9 a.m. Yeah, I wasn't looking to take any trades at all in this range. So I waited until today. Saw the market here and saw that here's this hourly gap that we're kind of in, but I'm not really focused on too many PD arrays, I'm focused on my drawn liquidity. And since we started buying back up, my overall drawn liquidity is here, If you look at ES as well, ES is very, very bullish here, We have good highs. All-time highs is up here. So overall narrative is higher, So on NQ, I'm looking for higher prices. Hourly, where are my draws? Overall draw is right here, and then these next highs on the hourly time frame, But our closest draw is this internal one and also this one. So I just have a buy model. I want to see us buy up here, continue this buy model on the higher time frame, So scale down in the morning. We are in this hourly gap, but I'm not too concerned about this PD array, It looks like we almost inverse it in the morning. On the 15-minute time frame, we pretty much don't really respect it much, and then scale down to the 5-minute. We're pretty much holding bullish structure, Just 30-minute. This 30-minute gap that's still holding. Everything's holding pretty bullish. So on the 1-minute, just watching price. I thought that we would rip higher, and right at open, I didn't think I would get any type of entry. So right at open, we get this move straight up. I'm like, okay, we took that first draw, but we still haven't taken this one. So there's still opportunity to take a trade. After this draw gets taken, I'm not really looking for much because I don't think we'd displace all the way back up here, I'd save that for tomorrow or the next day since we don't have news today at all. But we moved pretty nicely, First trade, I did end up taking a 30-second inverse. Wasn't super high probable, not something I put too much risk on. It was a pretty light risk trade. It was like 300-400-ish. I had a pretty small stop here, but the risk reward was very, very good. Took this 30-second inverse after we tapped this 5-minute, and we wicked this high. I immediately went break even, and I got stopped break even there. First trade, second trade, 5-minute. Again, we displaced a little bit lower down into this 5-minute, and we end up holding it, and we do create this SMT here with ES. This little internal low, and here, don't take it here. We do create equal low there, but we do have SMT here inside this 5-minute. We end up holding this gap, So I scale down to 30-second. I did see this 1-minute here, this 1-minute gap, but I didn't really like it. I didn't like just taking straight off that 1 minute gap, so I wanted to see more confirmation. Since just this overall range, we rejected that high and then wanted to see higher. I thought we would see this low before we move back down. I mean, back up. Since we have like relative equal lows over here, pretty much right here. Let's go to 5 minute. We have some stack lows right here. So I was just waiting to see if we come down, sweep this, and then come up. So we did not get that, right? We rejected around here. Wanted to take a good confirmation entry. I mean, a higher probable entry. So I waited for this 30-second. Once it's 30-second inverse, last confirmation was to see if we displace up. All right, we tapped this and we started pushing back up. I got in at 47.25. Got in there. Stop loss at this body low, and then take profit was all the way at this high. I ended up closing right when ES took out the next high. You know, I'm just trying to secure my profits. What's a $200 difference here? So, I'm not gonna be weird about $200. But if ES didn't take the high, I would have just held, right? But ES took the high, so it was 1.6 R. Pretty solid trade here. Got in on this inverse, right? Good SMT there. ES probably had a better trade at around open, but yeah, be 5 minute here, around here to this high. It's pretty solid trade like that. Yeah, that's my trade for the day. Show executions once again. Make sure everyone sees it. There you go. That's the execution. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Pretty simple trading day, just trading to draw on liquidity. And yeah.